When shooting awesome looking video, sometimes people forget about what makes video so great. Yes, it may be the camera you're using, the lighting, your proper exposure. But one of the key things to making great video actually has nothing to do with video at all. It's all about the audio and the sound. Even though our cameras and most cameras come with built-in microphones, they don't sound that well. So you don't really want to use them when it comes to shooting interviews or recording audio that you'll use for narration or anything like that. For that, you want to use an external microphone. And luckily for you all, you've received one of those with a Rode lavalier microphone. You want to make sure to use your external microphone to plug it into your camera and know how to properly set your settings to achieve great audio. So next, we're going to see how to use these settings. We want to plug in our external microphone. We'll just plug this into the left side of the camera. The little indicator will pop up knowing that a microphone is now connected. But even though we're able to plug our microphone directly into our camera, we still have to adjust some settings on the camera to make sure that we're getting the highest quality and making sure our levels are correct. So to do this, we're going to go into our menu setting. We want to make sure we're on the first menu setting, which is indicated by the camera icon there. And we want to be on our first page here. And then we want to go down to sound recording. We're going to click sound recording by hitting our set button. And when we're in the sound recording setting, at the top where it says sound recording, we want to hit set. And we want to make sure we set this to manual. The default will be on auto. And the reason we don't want to keep this on auto is that the purpose for microphones is to find sound and amplify it. So when people aren't speaking or you're quiet, it'll actually will, try to find sound. And to do that, it'll push the gains up, which will produce a hiss or some background sound that will be unwanted. So instead, we want to set it to manual at a consistent level that we believe or know will sound well, right? So we set that to manual. Then we can actually set our record level manually. So we want to go down to record level. We hit our set button. And while your microphone is connected, you want to speak in your normal interview voice. So say if you're shooting yourself during an interview. Here we can see our audio levels, and we just want to speak in a normal speaking voice. So, you can just practice that. You don't want to speak too soft or too low. You want to speak in a nice voice as if maybe you're presenting in front of your class and things like that. And where we want it to be is near this 12 here, the green point. The closer we are to 12, the better. If it's a little less, that's fine. We really don't want it peaking or going over this 12. When it goes more to that 0, that's when we have peaking or overmodulation, where our audio will begin to crack and it won't sound well. So we don't want that going towards the 0 or going into the red. Unfortunately for this camera, once you set your audio here and beginning to record, there is no audio icon. So that's why I say that it's okay to be a little bit below 12, because we can always push it up in an editing program. But we wanted to get as close to the 12 as possible. So when we hit OK, well, before we hit OK, we can adjust the levels by moving it left to right, and you'll see the level meter go down. So when you push it towards the left, your audio meters go down. When you push it towards the right, it goes up. So if we're practicing here, that's pretty close to the 12. I'm going to hit set, and we're done. And you want to change this for each person you may interview, or every time you even interview yourself, when you may speak a little different. But in all ways, you want to make sure you're in a nice quiet room with no background noise and things like that to distract anyone as well. So we're going to hit menu twice to go back to our main page. Unfortunately for this camera, there is no audio meter on our main menu. However, if you do hit the info button, you will get this page during your video, and you can see a little audio meter here, just to make sure again. However, once we hit record, then that goes away. So once again, we just want to set our audio to manual, set our record levels, and we're all good to go. Thanks for watching.